And today, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I welcome you to UA's Sports Festival. Sorry. Haha, I don't know how to talk. But anyways, hi. It's me, Anime We or We Anime, and I'm here to bring you part 3 of What If Deku Was Spider-Man? I just saw a hawk walk, like on its feet and not fly, and it was adorable. Um, I feel like I say this every time. Background noise. It's a cow today. I guarantee you can hear that. It's loud as shit. Also water, but that's less annoying than a cow. Personal opinion. And I don't know where it is. So it might be the bull trying to murder me. Oh yeah, here's a cool story. I nearly got murked by a bull a couple days ago. Uh, well, you see, it broke out of the fence, and it absolutely hates people. Um, I don't know if this is the same one, because there's two bulls, I believe. Uh, one just hates me a lot, and the other one's pretty chill. Like I can go up beside it and it won't try to murder me, but it certainly doesn't like me, so I can't like pet it or anything. You get what I'm trying to say? Anyways, this might be my last video. Joking. I'm gonna just keep my eyes peeled and ears open. Right, so I don't get murked. I really hope it's just across a river. I mean, it's like a creek. You ever see a cow jump? Me neither. Like I've seen them jump, but those were like babies, like small ones. Anyways, enough about me and my cow adventures. Um, we don't know where we're here. USJ, not USJ. That was last part. Today is the sports festival. Like I said, cool intro. Uh, I say we get straight into it. Now, I want to say something. The cavalry battle is going to be different. It's basically not going to be a cavalry battle. It's going to be a 2v2 battle where you have to steal the other team's points to move on. Okay? It's a 2v, like a 2v2, a 2, like a 2, instead of like the 4, two people work together, alright? Okay? But the other two events are still the same. I have ideas for this one. Okay. So, Class 1A would walk out. We can see them walking out, being introduced, um, announced by President Mike, saying, and here comes Class 1A. Yeah. Uh, the top class of the hero course. Actually, there's only two classes in hero course. I'm dumb. That you are, President Mike. Hey, Eraserhead. This is my co-host for today's events. Eraserhead, teacher of Class 1A. Hi, I don't want to be here. Well, too bad you are, Sunshine. I hate you so much. Hey, that's not nice. I don't get paid to be nice. I do. What? I'm, I'm kidding. Good. Anyways, to start this off, today's uh, event, the top student of Class 1A is going to make a speech. That being Bakugo Katsuki of Class 1A. Like I said, I I said that already. Um, but yeah, it's Class 1A's top student, Bakugo Katsuki. Uh, yeah, Bakugo would walk up and do the same speech. He would say the stuff he says in canon. Okay, that's all he would do. Just the same things he would say in canon about how he's gonna win and everyone else is gonna lose, right? And he could visibly see Izuku just face palm and shake his head, and then Bakugo would smirk and then walk down. Everyone's booing him. Everyone's booing Class 1A, honestly. Mostly because of Bakugo. Who's surprised? I mean, in reality, who's truly surprised? Like, really? See, recently I went back and watched the episode they did the speech in, and I understood why I disliked Bakugo in the beginning. Like, I didn't hate the guy. He wasn't my least favorite character. Mineta was. Uh, I feel like, I mean, I like Mineta at this point now, like, at by season 7, right? I like him now. I didn't like him at first. See, my least favorite type of. Oh, God. See, my least favorite type of character is Pervs. Um, because I have a deep hatred for him in real life, too. Uh, yeah, I have issues. Nathan. He doesn't watch my videos, but if he did, he'd know who I'm talking about. I have issues. D&D group things. And no, it's not the same as Tater the Bard. I call him Nathan. It's because he hates that name. It's not even his real name. His real name is, shit. Like, Green? No, it's Garrett. His real name's Garrett. He made a character called Nathan, or something short, like, he had a long ass name, but we just shorted it to Nathan, and I really hated the character, and then turned out, uh, bro was doing the same thing. Screw you, Garrett. Anyways, not. Okay, you all get it. D&D, okay? I play D&D, so what? So, it would be time for the obstacle race. Yeah, Midoriya's gonna be real good at this. Uh, oh god, it's gonna be so unfair. Like, right when the bell would start, boom, he would slingshot himself. Like, the tunnel they would launch, like, go out of. He would launch himself out of there. He would be flying. Look back, Todoroki would be the only one left, like, out there, because he froze the arena, or the tunnel, right? And then Bakugo would show up, and these three would be in the lead, right? And then Midori would just keeps on swinging. He would swing past the 0 pointers. Well, two of them. He would punch the third one down. It would create a massive crater in its face. And then President Mike. I'm just gonna go into like announcing mode, like President Mike mode. Okay, cool. I want to say this now, just in case anyone wonders. He's just swinging. Okay, Izuku's just swinging. Just a thwip, 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 thwip. Right. That's all he's doing. So don't. There's nothing to be missed. All right, folks. Oh, the first one out of the gate is Izuku Bakugo. Bakugo Izuku. Uh, actually, I should probably. Whoa! Yeah. First one, s- straight into first place is Bakugo Izuku, straight out of the gate into first place. I already said that. Yeah. And then the man right behind him is Todoroki Shoto or Shoto Todoroki. And oh, there's Bakugo Katsuki on the end, straight into third place currently. And then the other students are still trying to get out of that ice. Well, Todoroki's ice currently. I'm gonna get annoyed by that very quickly if you heard that. Good. All right. So, Eraserhead, I got a question for you. Who do you have your bets on winning this obstacle race and getting into first place? Well, here's my true opinion. I believe it's gonna be one of the Bakugo brothers. Okay? Here's my reasoning. They're both explosive in power. I mean, given they do have separate quirks, but they are very both explosive in power. Even though Todoroki is very strong in his own right, he's only using half of his quirk. He's not using that other half. So I think that's what's gonna weigh him down and not winning this. Well, not getting into first place, that is. But as for the Bakugo brothers, especially for Izuku, I believe one of those two will pull out in front. Oh, wow. That was not Present Mike, that was Zora. Oh, wow. Wow, yeah. Yeah, real good. Whoa, wow, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. That would be like other heroes. Not in there. They're just around, just talking. President Mike would say, all right, here, folks. I don't know. I'm done talking, okay? I just really want to say Zawa's opinions about this. Um, yeah, Isuku would just swing through it. And the hardest part for him would honestly be the flat areas where there's nothing to web onto. So what he would do is before he would be he would be able to see the flat areas like with nothing, no buildings. So before he would get there, he would stop and slingshot himself like web to two different buildings and slingshot himself into the air, like straight up into the air, and then making web wings very quickly. He would start to fly through. He would look back, seeing Bakugo and Todoroki fight for second place, and then eventually, though, all three of them would be fighting for first in a very quick, like couple seconds. These two would be pushing themselves. Well, Izuku would actually want competition, really. So he would like. I don't know if you've ever seen the videos with like the sky glider, the sky glider suits. You know, like the suits with like the wings, like that. You ever seen those? Probably have. I hope you know what I'm talking about. That is, or you probably may have done it. I don't know. But those, he would like stop himself and then go diving past both of these two. Like these two would be in front. He would let them get in front of him to so that he would be in second place. But then he would dive bomb straight into first, winning the entire thing. So he would be having the highest points. Uh, Bakugo, well, Katsuki, Bakugo, would run up to him and say, "Wow, gotta pull one on me, huh?" Yes, I do. It's quite funny, honestly. Seeing you squirm for second, well, first place, and then me just take it. Yes, it's quite funny. Oh, by the way, oh wait, no, the Declaration War happened after this, like during like a break, right? I don't know, man. Uh, right, the like other classes would already declare war onto Class 1A, right? Okay, they've already done that. Todoroki would walk up to these two in the break area while the other people would, well, everyone would be there. They would be told to have a break until the next event to occur. Todoroki would walk up to Izuku and say, "Hey, um, we're not." He would do the whole entire speech about declaring war on Midoriya, right? Right. Okay. That's he would declare war on Midoriya. That's well, Izuku. Okay, that's it. Nobody else. He's only scared of Midoriya, Izuku, which would probably be a mistake, but meh. And after that entire speech, Izuku would say, "Oh, okay. Um, whatever. You declare whatever you need to declare. I'm gonna do what my brother said he will. I'm gonna win this. Okay? I don't care. I don't usually care about being number one in this class. That's why my brother is. I don't care. I'm just trying to stay here and prove something. Okay? So, that declaration of war you just made and everyone else made to this class, and yours to mine, they can all come after me. I welcome you the challenge. I love the challenge. I welcome the challenge. So, come and get me." And then it's time. Like that would give somebody like the like Kaminari Kirishima, uh, Mina, like Jiro, like so many people chills when he said, "So come and get me." Like if he said that in an entire room, dude, people would be getting chills. So, time for this next event. It's a 2v2 type deal. Um, where actually the two brothers will be teaming up. Bakugo, well, Katsuki and Izuku are teaming up for this. Well, they know that they are brothers, but Izuku knows more. Right, so these two would team up. Ida and Todoroki would team up, right? Uh, and there other teams, right? But Midoriya and Bakugo are going to be fighting. Let's see. Who will it be? Um, it will be. Oh God. Uh, I'm so tempted to make it Monoma, but I really want to like a big guy. What's that? The Beast guy. Who's that? That guy. I don't remember. He has like a Beast quirk. Him and Monoma will be facing off against the Bakugo brothers. And Bakugo would say, "Hey, hey Zuku, you know that plan we made up years ago? Well, while training. Yeah, we don't really have a name for that. Well, I do got a plan. I got a name. Okay. Blah 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 blah. I'm not telling you it yet. Not yet. You don't get a no yet until fight time. Okay. Okay. You don't get a no yet. Okay. So these two teams would come out into this arena. It's like an arena. It's like they get the full area. Okay. They don't just get like that little square in it. Okay. They get the entire like surroundings, the surrounding place. Okay. Except for like a little like sliver, so that the wait, no, they would get the entire thing. Yeah. Okay. So this is what happens. These two would both come out. Everyone would, well, both teams would emerge from their tunnels, and then it would be off to the races. As the thing would start, uh, they would be considering do their tag move. Okay, it's a tag move. It's a team up move. I'm just not telling you the name. It's I love it. I mean, it's a just like a combination of their two moves just put together, right? But I think it's awesome. Okay, I think it's great. All right, so here it is. I had to think about it for a second. So what happens is the Beast guy. I'm gonna call him Beast. Okay, so Beast would go running up to these two. Midoriya would say, "You know, this reminds me of something. You know," and that's not his voice. The first one wasn't. You know, this reminds me of something. As he would lift up his arm and and he would say, "Web mask." Okay, web mask. Shoots a web at his opponent's face, straight in the face, and then Bakugo would boom, just explode him, my dude. For Rizzle, dude. Riz. Rose got Riz. That's not how Riz works. I don't even know Riz. Charisma? Is that it? Yeah. I don't got Riz. Unless you want me to. I don't know what that meant. But after exploding him, boom, boom, doom, boom, boom, and just like waylaying on him, and then Midoriya punching him, grabbing his headband away, throwing it, like webbing it to his leg instead of, well, actually, he would just put it on. Right. And Midoriya would, well, Izuku would say, "You get the next one." By the way, what happened to the other guy? Shit, he's invisible. I found him. There he is. As he would shoot a web in a direction, right at Monima's feet. Monima got turned invisible. Okay. He turned invisible, dude. Straight invis, dude. And now he's stuck in one place. Visible, mind you. Now, he still he copied a chameleon quirk where you got to stand still to be invisible, but like if you're moving, you're not invisible. His entire plan was, oh, I'm gonna let this guy destroy these two and then pick up their headbands. Okay, entire plan. So now, Katsuki would say, "Hey, let's do it. Ready?" And so, what would happen is Katsuki would grab Izuku, he would use Explodapole, which you do if you don't know what this one is. It's where Bakugo grabs somebody, throws them with his explosions. Okay, and Izuku would use Web Saw, where Izuku shoots a web and spins it around and then throws them. So Izuku, as he would be going, he would web Bakugo, throw him, and then midway grab him by the hand, and then they would do this one last time, and then he would throw Bakugo once again. As they would both say their respective move, Katsuki would say, "Explodapult!" And then Izuku would say, "Web Saw!" Right? And together it's Explodapult! Web Saw! Boom! Now, Voom is in their name. I just like saying Voom. Voom. It's such a fun word. Right? And then, and then Katsuki would explode Monoma like a bug. Just, you know what I'm talking about? Okay, cool. Uh, right. Hello, goodbye. I'll see you soon. 100 times. What? So, as that would happen, Dad would win, and everyone else would win. And then it's time for Monoma. No, not Monoma. Izuku versus Shinso, which would happen. Web mask to the face, and then web him to a wall for like soft landing outside. He just does not care. I mean, I should have gave him a chance, but so be it. I want to fight my brother. As he would leave, he would win that match. And then time skip. Him versus Shoto Todoroki. I'm getting a drink of water before I get into this. I believe it's been around 30 minutes because my voice is starting to hurt. My throat is starting to hurt. I've learned that whenever my throat starts hurting, it's been like 30 minutes. It's kind of like a good like timer. I mean, given it sucks for a timer, but it works is the funniest thing. The fact that it works is redonkulous, dude. You ever use redonkulous as a pickup line? I haven't. Nathan did. Didn't work out. Anyways, I really hope none of your names are Nathan, like at all, because you're probably so confused right now. Anyways, so what would happen in this next fight? I'm not gonna say it's shocking because he's not Miles Morales or has an electricity quirk or lightning quirk. Um, but it's something. All right. And by the way, he's still wearing the mask, the Scarlet Spider mask, like the black and red as you can see in the picture. He's still wearing that. He's been wearing it the entire time. Okay, the entire time he's been wearing it. So now what happens? Those fight. They both come out of their respective tunnels, and they're both ready to throw down. So the thing would ring. Midoriya would web himself up into the air. Or he would jump up in the air. Todoroki would shoot the wall of ice. Midoriya would dodge it with this jump that he just jumped. And so now, Midoriya would shoot a web at Todoroki. It would hit. He would bring him up in the air with web lift. Izuku would say, web lift, as he would lift him up in the air, and then he would say, you might want to learn how to fall, as he would yell out, falling web, as he would throw him back down. Todoroki using ice to cushion his fall, which isn't a good cushion if you have ever fell on like a frozen like ice like pond. I have. It's not a good feeling. I got really bruised that day. It's not all from the ice that day. I went sledding. I do crazy stuff, bro. Sledding with me is crazy. One day I'll make a video. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna hold my don't hold myself accountable. I might forget to. Uh, but one day I'll make a video and post it. Bro, sledding with Lee Anime, dude. You think that'd get views? Maybe. I don't know. Probably short. Anyways, these two would go at it into this massive, just ice glacier. There would be a lot of ice and web around the place at this point. Midori would fall back to the ground after jumping up again later on, trying to do the same combo. Uh, Todoroki would freeze the web before he could even do it, even before he would the web got to him. And Todoroki would say, I know what you're trying to do, but it won't work. And once Midori would land on the ground, he would say, you remember your declaration of war to me? Remember what I said? Yeah, yeah, yeah. What about it? Well, come and get me. So, and then Midori would grab a piece of ice, rip it out of the ground, start spinning it as he would yell out, Web Saw! Vroom! It would go flying towards Todoroki. Todoroki would put up a wall of ice that it would cut through. And so, what he would have to do is use his fire side. Boom! He would melt it, water would go flying, steam would show up, and Midori would say, so, finally you're using your fire. You know something I realized? I realized something. You never used that. I don't care why or the reason you're not using it. But you need to use it. It's your quirk, man. You're in your body, right? You got some deep voice in the back of your head telling you, Use your fire. Blah 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 blah. Dude, it's your flame. It's your quirk. Use it. Or you're not gonna win this. You're not gonna prove anything unless you use it. Because fire and ice, well, that's how people take thrones. A story on ice and fire, how I find the throne. If you listen to the first Admiral rap by Shabadi, uh, you'll get that reference. Or if you read Ice and Fire, the book, the title Ice and Fire, yeah, there you go. You get the reference, sort of. Um, yeah. So flames would erupt. Ice would also appear, and Midori. I mean, is what's his face? Oh God, Todoroki would say, "Fine, fine, I'll use it. Flash freeze, heat wave." Right? Is that the move? Yeah, it is. Cool. I got an entire list of tag moves, team attacks. All right, dude. They mostly entwine the webwire quirk awakening, right? That's just basically it. So after you would use this, Midoriya would try something. He'd bring out he'd bring out his stingers. As he would reel back, he would shoot a web with one with his right hand. He would launch himself. He would not be holding back in this punch or in this stab, I guess. As he would reel back his arm, he would thrust it forward into the ice fire combination attack, and it would just implode, just explode uh, onto it, like everywhere, causing shockwaves, sonic booms, just just insanity, right? It's crazy, dude. It'd be basically what happens in canon. Midoriya just doesn't break his like hands like at all. I mean, he does get cut up, like his one hand does, like his palm and hand. Like his hand does get, like the one that he, like his left hand does get cut up. Like it leaves scars on his hand from this because ice does cut. Like if you got like poked by it, I mean like slashed by it, or if it went flying, it will cut you. Okay, it's basic physics. Sort of physics. I don't know if I'd call that fake physics, to be blatantly honest with you. Don't know if I would. But anyways, as this would happen, uh, Midoriya and Todoroki would both stand back up after the massive explosion. Midoriya would shoot a web towards him. And by the way, it's not just his hand being cut up; it's like all over his left arm and like left side getting cut up. He would pull as he would shoot the web. He would pull at Todoroki. He would pull Todoroki closer, which was honestly a mistake by him. It was very much a mistake because Todoroki would just release a big wave of flame straight at his face, and Midori would be defeated. His entire like right side is just burnt. Todoroki would be traumatized again. Uh, he would he wouldn't he would feel bad, dude. Imagine I made Todoroki a girl this entire time. Totally not the ship. It's not. Okay, it's truly not. It's another girl in class 1A. Todoroki isn't even a girl in this. I just made that joke because of I don't know why. Because imagine, dude, Harlem. Why don't I just make it a Harlem? Harem, I believe. Not Harlem. Harlem's that street in New York, right? Yeah, I know American lore. Harem. I can make it to like harem. Who cares? I'm doing it. Okay, Todoroki's actually a girl. It just no like bored right up here. But who cares, dude? I'm an ass guy. Okay, that's just my personal preference. The booty is and like legs, dude. Okay, I don't know why this is the topic at hand, but Todoroki would win this fight, right? Uh, After that, Todoroki would run up to Midoriya, start putting out the flames that is still there. Uh, Half of his the mask is all burnt. Uh, Putting that out, it would fall off. Just like start hanging at like the neck. Just start hanging there because it it still goes all around his neck. It's just that like face. A lot of it is just burnt, so it would just hang off to the side. And Shoto would say, "Midori, Izuku, hey, you better not die. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I, um, oh god, no." Bakugo would just blast down there. Like people would tell him to stop. He wouldn't stop. He would go down there, screw the robots. He would pick up Midoriya, start leaving. He would go. He would go at the tunnel. Todoroki would be announced the winner. She would go after it too. Just go. Todoroki would go. Yeah, Midori's just burnt. Bro's Zuko now. Bro got burnt. Bro's Zuko at this point, like his entire you know how Zuko was burnt? That's how Midori is now. Okay? That's how Midori is at this point. Cool? Cool. Bakugo, after bringing him to a recovery girl, would say, I'll, I'll be right back. As he would leave, he would go to Midori's bag, open it up, find an extra mask. He had multiple made. Okay? He would run back in. He would throw it, take off the mask, revealing to everyone in that room, which being All Might also is in there, just because he ran in there oh, my student. Uh, People, actually no, people would be told to stay there uh, as the other fights would go on. Uh, Monoma would make the sick joke of, "Well, your class." Yeah, I don't know. I don't make a sound. Well, your classmate got burnt, huh? As Kindo would just knock him out. Shut up. She would peek her head over and say, "I'm so sorry about him. I'm also sorry about your friend." Also want to make this point across. It's not just his face getting burnt, like his chest, like right pec, a little bit on the shoulder, um, down the stomach area got burnt. Okay, hair burnt. Like she was right at his face, facial area. That's why his face is so burnt. Like the burn is not gonna go away, right? Okay. I'm also joking about her being a girl, like Shoto being a girl. Maybe you don't know yet. I'm not. I actually, yeah, I'm gonna make this a Harlem harem. Harem. That's what it is. Harem. Okay, I'm not going to reveal who else is in the harem. It's only going to be one more woman, one more girl. Okay, in class 1A, it's only going to be one more. Okay, you can put your votes down or just say them out. I don't care. Also, I made polls. Please go vote. Please. I made polls. They're only the polls are only good until the fifth part of Asta. What if Asta and what if Deku of these two what ifs? Okay, I want to make that entirely clear. Anyways, fights would go on. Bakugo would win. Okay, like he does in canon. Even though he's not personally happy about the win, uh, he wanted to fight his brother. He wanted to finally show that he could beat Izuku. Which, given he will be given another chance. Uh, just not yet. So, Midoriya basically looks like Zuko at this point. Well, oh god, I can't make that reference. Bakugo in final season. Sure, well not final season, but like recent season 7. Bakugo, like have face destroyed. Yeah, but burnt. Like half of his face is burnt. Luckily, not the side with the dimples. Not really helpful because you could now definitely tell the difference if he took off the mask. Uh, Todoroki feels the worst, but she wouldn't get in trouble for this. Um, I mean, her and Bakugo would totally have an argument, right? But Midoriya wouldn't care. Once Midoriya would come to, he would and he would talk to Todoroki. He would say, "I told you to use your flame. I wanted you to. This does not injure my hero potential at all. Okay, it doesn't hurt me at all. I don't care. It's perfectly fine. You don't have to feel bad. I mean, I'm not gonna. I know you're gonna feel bad about it, but you don't have to. Okay. But anyways, I wanted you to use your other half, because you weren't using it. You weren't going all out. I like living my life all out. I mean, except for the whole entire punches part, like strength part, I could put a hole in a human body. Um, but anyways, you get my point. I can still see. I luckily closed my eyes before you could really hurt it anymore. You just hurt. Well, it does hurt to open my eyelid, but I can live with that. I'll get used to it at a point or another. So, anyways, you don't gotta feel bad. I may have gotten you angry most of the part. I probably deserve this in some shape or form. So, next time, come at me with all you got from the start, okay? And that's where I'm going to end it for today. Thank you all for watching. Go vote on the 2 polls. Uh, yeah, I think that's it. Peace.